I'm not a doctor, but I am a female, and I've learned how to manipulate my hormones to get the best results for a strong, healthy, fit body. And I am over 50. So, in today's topic, I want to share with you my secrets and see how you like them and if they work for you. Hi there, I'm Lesley Maxwell, your very own BYSB coach. I'll show you how to get rid of the self-doubt, negative thoughts and anxiety about getting older, and together we're going to bring your sexy back. Okay, so let's talk about females and hormones, and this is what we've been told, and to a certain extent it's true. First, we're going to experience puberty, where our hormones change on a weekly basis. PMS, premenstrual syndrome, periods for years. Then we perhaps have babies, more hormonal changes, postnatal depression, and so on. And now, apparently, they've added in a little extra for us. Somewhere between regular periods and menopause, it's called perimenopause, and finally, the trophy itself, menopause, of course. And that, for some, seems to spell the end, like there's no hope and it's completely out of our control. But I'm not going to take this, are you? So when can we stop feeling like we're a victim of our hormones? Let me tell you what I've discovered. Are we ever truly balanced and allowed just to be us without hormone problems? This seems impossible if we choose to believe all that we read and hear. And it's quite interesting because men go through hormone changes too, but it's not so widely publicized and it's being kept hush-hush. Men are supposed to become distinguished and they can have dad bods and it's all okay. I'm not a man hater, I'm just pointing out the difference with hormones because men have testosterone for most of their lives, but women's hormones seem to run out quicker. And you can see from breast tissues, have you ever seen guys with men boobs? That seems to come from eating things with estrogen in, like soy and tofu, things like that. So it just goes to show that hormones do affect males and females too. I just thought I'd point that out. So anyway, back to us women. Is there anything we can do to turn this around? And you'll be happy to hear the answer is yes. So think about this for a minute. The female hormone estrogen does have an effect to cause us to be softer and gain weight in order to store body fat to have babies. So this is what we're about. We do run out of this, but there are other hormones we can use to our advantage. Stay with me just for a second, hear this out. Okay, look at the average woman who, say, doesn't work out and eats according to the guidelines like the food plate. And we'll look at this at a different time. She's usually counting calories in and out, just basing her day, making sure she doesn't overeat, watching those calories. But there's so much more involved to what your body needs. Have you heard of macros? Macros are protein, fats, carbs. I'm going to go into that on another topic, but I'm just saying what we eat is so important. Plus, most women lose lean body tissue, as do muscle, every year after the age of 30. There's a thing called sarcopenia, and it sounds like a witch's disease, where every year we lose a little bit of lean body tissue, which is tone, and we lose a little bit of bone density every year after about 30-ish. It's terrible when you really think about it. So if we become soft and fat without muscle or thin and frail, our body composition changes. So have you noticed that many women age this way? You know, you see the little tiny old ladies or the bigger, softer ones. I'm sorry, but it's a fact. Nature is very cruel to us female species. We're meant to breed while we're young and then, sorry, fuck off and die. Have you ever watched David Attenborough on those nature docos? This is the essence of what's going on here. We're humans. We're meant to just breed and die, but we're smarter than that. We can learn how to work around all of this. So, have you ever heard of HGH, human growth hormone? Sounds like a drug, but we can encourage our bodies to make this naturally. Just letting you know, I'm not into taking anything, artificial. We can create this through training a certain way, through eating a certain way, and I want to share it with you. So, okay, let's talk about human growth hormone for a minute. It has a role in fat metabolism, the growth of all tissues, your energy level, tissue repair, whole body healing, cell replacement, bone strength, brain function, sexual function, organ health, enzyme production, hair, nails, skin. Who doesn't want that? But it's yours if you want it, naturally, of course. It sounds like something illegal, but I want to let everyone know it can be yours if you train effectively and eat to support that. So we actually lose our hormones. So we lose estrogen and we're left short of hormones, and we get softer and lose muscle and bone strength, and we feel lethargic and weak. But we can choose to say no to this, and then things change. The posture changes, your aches and pains. If you don't look after yourself, you get aches and pains, and anywhere between 34 to 50 symptoms. What the hell? We're not going to accept that. I've read where there's 34 to 50 symptoms, but we don't want this. Symptoms like cardiovascular disease is #1 in women. We can get rid of that if we look after ourselves. Osteoporosis, we don't want to lose bone strength and bone density. Let's do something about this. Let's take charge now. If what I read is the facts like this, I just want to scream from the rooftops, you don't have to accept this. You have a choice. Other symptoms are like weight gain. We definitely can control this one. Headaches, that could be from our diet. Why blame everything on this? Joint pain, well, let's strengthen our muscles and eat to repair. Digestive problems, well, hello, just clean up your diet. Muscle tension, let's switch and work on those muscles. There's always an option. Fatigue, look at sleep. Anxiety, I get rid of mine through exercise. Decreased libido, this makes me laugh. You'll start feeling sexy when you feel healthy and well. Or get a new partner or husband. Sorry, but I've had to do this before and it always works for me. Anyway, that sounds bad, doesn't it? Anyway, the list goes on, and it affects us from an early age if we let it. And here's what I do. And I have a stronger, more youthful body than in my 40s. So say we run out of hormones. That doesn't sound exciting. Let me tell you what they are. Are you ready? The ones that can help you what you need are human growth hormone and testosterone. Are you kidding me? You might be thinking, not testosterone, that's a guy's thing. But women make a 1/10 or a 20th of the testosterone men makes. And it can help you with bone health, fertility, sex drive, and other various things that will really help you and make you strong. So we can create a little bit of testosterone, just we only need a little bit, because it really helps us to also get stronger, bone strength, muscle strength. And we can do that just by lifting a few weights, and I'll show you how to do that later. We'll make a smaller amount, but it will help you stay sexy and strong as well, because we don't want no hormones, because then we're just going to run out and get softer and ill, whatever. So we need to eat clean and train a certain way. So watch your macros as well, because we need to put good fats in there, we need proteins, whatever, so it's also part of what we eat. Because I've noticed from training other women in the gym before, most of them don't eat, near enough complete protein at all, and then you start losing muscle mass. We also want to stay strong. We want to lift a few weights and strengthen our bones. And that's the reason I train with weights and do bigger compound movements to develop the magic muscle which we need. Most women are a little bit scared of muscle because they think it sounds masculine, but it actually supports our frame, and it's also called lean body tissue. Most women like to call it toned, like if you're toned, but that's just your muscle. And also muscle burns calories just to exist. It supports our skeleton, our frame. It gives us a nice shapely look, as well as the great health benefits from it as well. So don't think muscle is just what men have, because as soon as we call it tone and like the way it lifts our butt and tones our arms and gives us shape, then we'll like it. So every cell in our body can help with eating and training a certain way. So a quick summary is to believe that we can change as soon as we want to make some changes. Be consistent with our training and clean eating. Don't play the blame game. Take control and act now, from today. We can change our body shape and our health from the inside, and then we start feeling amazing. So if this topic and what I'm telling you is resonating with you, could you help me please build my community and share it and comment with your thoughts? And I'd love if you subscribe. That would be fantastic. So I want you to join me in feeling ageless, not helpless. I want you to feel incredible all the time and not be a victim of your hormones.